The heck is two freaking what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. The guy in the woods. Vengarl. Two Vengarls? I don't know. So like the only frozen yogurt I've ever had was at one of those places that was like you know, you can put all the toppings on it. And when I was eating it, I was like, this is just an ice cream sundae. It was at a Menchie's. It's true. Like, I know you're like different processes. Like, okay, look, I'm not saying they're the exact same thing and that they call it gelato if they want to charge $2 more. All I'm saying is like the mouth feel is the same. Like if I went, hey, do you want to go out for ice cream? And the person replied, no, I'd rather have some gelato. I would be like, you're insane. You are an insane person. Is there like... Oh, there's just a door. What the hell is even that? This... I feel like this is a scholar. I don't remember fighting an incredibly large horse. I mean, I never fought the horse boss from vanilla DS2 until this playthrough. But I definitely feel like I would have remembered this. Nice try. Hey, hey, hey. Have you ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race? I have never watched RuPaul's Drag Race, but I've heard a lot about it. I was at a wedding last summer where there was a lot of conversation about RuPaul's Drag Race. So I think I'm basically an expert. It was not Josh's wedding. Gower's Ring of Protection. Reduces damage taken from behind. Does this look like a man who has a problem taking damage from behind? Alright. Send that one over to my editor, which is me. Haha. Face cam's in the way. It's been a problem. It's been a problem. I'm not going to deny it. It's been a problem. Are you Mirror Knight? Have you seen BoJack? Have you seen BoJack? Have you seen BoJack? I haven't, but... look, I got several lists of things that I should watch. Sorted into tiers. BoJack, I would say, is somewhere between a green light and an amber light, which means I know it's good, and the time may come. Dark was in, like, dark green light, which is a weird sentence, but actually makes coherent sense. Dark green light. Get out of here. What else is there? I would say that, The Good Place, so I can speak more with my good friend Apollo, is in, it's in light green territory. The Last Dance, the documentary about the Chicago Bulls, is also in green territory right now. I mean, the third season of Dark doesn't even have a light. It's like a road with no traffic. We're going straight. Where's RuPaul's Drag Race? I knew it, dude. Oh, why'd you hate me when I didn't even... didn't even open you, dude. Are you kidding me? Where's Evangelion? I would say Evangelion and BoJack Horseman occupy the same tier of likeliness, which is somewhat unlikely, but plausible. Queer Eye? Oh, it's I mean, that's as green as it gets. I'll finish that new season at some point. Bro. Like, you really show up once in the whole game, and you're just a dude that... I don't get it. No stars. I will say, like... And a lot of people are gonna take issue with this. And I want... Give me a second to clarify what I'm about to say as well. If a show is an American-made cartoon, I would much rather watch an American-made live-action show than an American-made cartoon. That's where my bias is at. That's why, like, I haven't seen BoJack up to this point. Is because to get me to watch an animated show is kind of it's a bigger sell, believe it or not. But I know I hear that BoJack is amazing. But that's why, like, I haven't watched Big Mouth. I haven't watched, you know, F is for Family. You know, I've seen Bob's Burgers, and I honestly, like, it seems wholesome, but apart from that, I don't really get it. And then, you know, like Rick and Morty, I thought had some good stuff, and then the community kind of crapped itself. But then, I have, like, the opposite situation if something is made in Japan. If something's made in Japan, I would much rather watch an animated Japanese show than a live-action Japanese show. I honestly don't know if I've seen maybe one live-action Japanese show that I enjoyed. It was called Tokyo Diner. That show's pretty good. Apart from that, or sorry, Midnight Diner. Thank you. Apart from that, I really think... I mean, let's make some enemies, okay? I don't know if I've ever seen a Korean or Japanese live-action drama that I thought was worth watching. Ooh, oof, 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 oof. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm merely saying... Terrace House is like... Because it's reality TV, I'm accepting it. I do think Terrace House is pretty compelling. Kingdom, I actually... Now that Kate doesn't like Kingdom, I feel like I can say my real opinion, which is that I don't think that show is very good. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's very good. Yo, Kate's in chat. Everybody be cool. Here's my every... And when I say that I don't like live-action Korean and Japanese television shows, I do need to say I actually really like Infinite Challenge, aka Muhan Dojin. I think, you know, if Kate's watching that with subtitles, I'll watch that show. I think that's hilarious. So, like, reality shows and documentaries, sure, but any drama, not really. But every Korean and Japanese drama I've ever seen is just so much more dramatic than I'm used to that I'm taking... It becomes like a comedy by accident to me. Alright, we made it. Oh, film? Dude, Korean movies. Really? Really? Korean movies are on another level. That's Dark Souls 2, baby. We opened that already. Alright, let's get out here. Washing pole? Why is he using the Uchigatana noob weapon? So those are my thoughts. Don't cancel me. Hey, what the? Man, this part of the game really is, like, remember all the enemies from earlier? They're back. You got canceled for saying Burning sucks. Look, I'll tell you, Burning is... I really think it's a great movie that's just too smart for me. I keep bringing this up, but have you seen the movie High Life, the spaceship movie with Robert Pattinson? That's another example for me where I'm like, I believe that this movie is great, but I can't sit through it. It's too slow for me. Now, Burning, I could sit through, because it makes at least some effort to entertain its audience. But High Life was just a little too much for me. I got really bummed out, though. Okay, I know where we are now. Did you know that Shane Carruth? He just released, like, his new script on Twitter because he couldn't find anybody to make his movie? Who the heck is saying no to the Shane Carruth movies, dude? Oh my god. Like, Primer has to be in the top 20 best independent movies of all time. Full stop. If you haven't seen Primer, you should watch Primer. Is it overrated? I don't know. For a while, I feel like it was because of the fact that, like, our movies made it, like, you know, if you haven't seen this movie, it'll blow you away. You wouldn't understand. But it really is, like, really good. It's also, like, perhaps the only... I bet it's the best movie under 90 minutes in length. Oh, sorry, my mistake. There's two of you. It's only, like, 80 minutes long. Let me in. Okay, so someone told me I have to go all the way back and get one of the headless dudes to open... Oh, there's a ladder. Never mind. That's much simpler. There we go. Meow. That's so good. There's just something... this might happen in Dark Souls 1 and I don't remember. There's something so hilarious to me every time in Dark Souls 2 when you're in the middle of your attack animation and an enemy hits you and you just eat the shot and lose a bunch of HP without being affected at all. Like when you rear back for a punch and then an enemy hits you and takes off 85% of your HP, but you still follow through with the punch. It's incredible. That's Kino, as the kids say. Oh, well, the music is now gone. You still do need to lure the guys to the giant. Okay, fair enough. The splash is so good. Okay, you come this way, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. So that should do that. Anyway, I don't like watch movies anymore. All I do is like watch whatever Kate's watching on YouTube while playing Richie Mahjong. Ah, I see what you're doing here. Richie, don't lose that. There's got to be something like, Richie, don't lose that dragon. It's the only one you need. You need a 1 tile to get 10 pie. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not at the point where I can make a Mahjong theme song yet. Theme song parody. I just know a few of the words. Dude, who was the architect on Drangleic Castle? Because they fricked up, dude. Like, how are you supposed to get around this place? This isn't even the one we want to be at. Where's the post-Dragon Rider bonfire? Forgotten Chamber? You were in the post-Dragon Rider one. It was the one I was at. Well, this one goes out to the one I left behind. Yo, it's my first day back at work as a bartender. I'll be here to see some streams while it's dead, since it's pretty much just vendor open. I hear that, brother. Welcome. Enjoy. Stay safe. And enjoy this first try Mirror Knight fight. Oh, you could roll off there. It's not Mirror Knight up here? That's where you're wrong. Look at all these mirrors on the way up. I mean, come on. You're gonna tell me I'm gonna be on an elevator full of non-functional mirrors, and it's not gonna be Mirror Knight up here? I'd be very surprised. I'd be very surprised. Am I interrupting? No key to the embedded found in your inventory. Oh, it's this freak. This is how you respec. Ah. No, it isn't. Ah. Sounds like Bane from Batman and Robin. Hold on, I gotta find my jumping off point. A yeet! That was scary. Don't. Oh! You really got me, Jane. Although I think now, if I go... I got the King's Key. If I go to the King's Gate, surely it would open. You got me. I can't go 10 minutes without hitting my vape. And then getting a frog voice. This is wrong. Of course. Of course it's wrong. Why would the King's Gate open with the King's Key? Like, you have to be some kind of idiot. It's two different kings. This king has sodium benzoate. The door behind your elevator will open now. Are you ready to be a father? That's a spicy question, dude. Yes and no. I don't... My hypothesis right now is that you can't really be ready until, like, the day. I think everything I've heard is that something, like, snaps on the day that it happens. So to say that you're ready means that you're not ready because you're not accepting the reality that you can't be ready until the snap. You know what I mean? However, so I'm ready for that. I do still... We're gonna take some, like, prenatal baby classes. Yo, it's mirror night, dude. So we still gotta do that. So I'm not... Literally, I'm not ready for that yet. And then secondarily, still gotta read some of the baby books. But that's about it. But I feel ready in principle. You know? I don't have any of, like, the... Oh, my. I don't have any of, like, the terror. I don't know. Dude, honestly, I think our culture screwed us a little bit. Like, every movie I watched growing up, if a man is having a baby, he's, like, terrified. And if he's getting married, he's, like, terrified. I was not terrified. Oh, no, the doors. I was not terrified at all on my wedding day. And I'm not really terrified to have a kid, you know? I'm just, like... It's a huge responsibility, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, you just figure it out. It doesn't mean you can't prepare, but, like, you know. People are like, what are you gonna do about the lack of sleep? I'm like, I don't know, dude. Fucking be tired all the time? What do you suggest? Do you have some kind of magic cure that you're holding on to that's gonna sort it out for people? If so, you should tell them. I guess I'm gonna be tired. You just deal with it, you know? But I'm not gonna take it back to the hospital and be like, I don't want it. Get some G Fuel. Now you're talking. Get some G Fuel. Yeah, you know, like, billions of people have done it. I ain't sweating it. I'm not saying, again, like, oh, it's gonna be a breeze. I'm more just saying, you're not mirror night, you're looking glass night. I'm more just saying, you know, we'll make it work. What's that? You know what? I'm gonna life gem up because I think you're dead, brother. Whoa. Spiced. A little spiced. No, he got me. He has a 4-piece. Second try. Second try. But anyway, yeah, like I'm not sweating it too much. I mean, it is comforting that, like, people were having babies, you know, Of course they were having babies a long, long time ago, you know? Like hundreds of thousands of years ago. But also, even like, people were having babies in like, you know, the 1900s. Before prenatal vitamins and white noisemakers and a sock that you could put on that would monitor their oxygen levels and stuff like that. Let me in, please. Thank you. Now, that's not an excuse to, like, you know, not take it seriously. I'm just saying, like, they knew nothing back then, dude. We got all the advantages. Maybe to say they knew nothing is a little offensive, but you know what I mean. Very little. The sock thing is great. Yeah, we're hoping, like, it's. I mentioned this yesterday, but it's all fricked up, dude. Or I mentioned this on Tuesday, I should say. So the sock thing is called the Owlet. They don't have it in Canada. It's basically sold out all over Canada. So we're trying to buy it in America and then have it shipped to our in-laws' place. But we're wondering, like, if the border is even going to be open before September. That hurts. But we'll see. Don't you summon, like, an invader if we're online? I'm not worried too much about this right now. It seems pretty okay. Oh, you son of a... You're dead. Get over it. I told you he's dead. Really? We have to do the real boss fight now? Now onto the shrine. Oh no!